reflection of our commitment to ourselves, one another, this country, and this world. And every day that we go through, we are influenced and surrounded of politics. So how much do we know about politics, especially when it comes to voting? Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lyra Milayos delivering this message for you. And this juncture, I am going to share to you my perspective and sentiments in politics when it comes to voting. I know you all are very particular when it comes to politics and of course in voting. That's why, as the campaign of the election started these days, many people are likely to express themselves, values, and moral support for the candidate that they see that meets their standard to be a leader of the nation. Chaos is all over the places, especially this year 2022 is the year again for election of presidential and vice presidential so as senators. Everything is wondrous as I have perceived the candidates and people because of their will of support and effort. To be a voter, always make sure to choose the best party for the good of our nation. I know one vote for a person one at a time means a lot, that's why we should vote wisely. We citizens need a leader that is an anchor, firm and benign for our country. As we started to exist in this world, we are aware that a nation cannot be a country without a leader. That's why, as many decades have passed, we have freedom to align our rights to engage in politics, whether as a voter or a candidate. As what I have said, how much do we know about politics, especially when it comes to voting? When we're not yet in the age to vote, we are often confused about election. Just like me, when I was at a very young age, I used to ask my family what is voting for in every election. And then they repeatedly answer me and says, it is for the betterment for our community, government, and country. That's why we need a candidate to win to lead us. I can still reminisce those times where I was enlightened and have knowledge about politics during my past school years. That time, I was inspired to do more readings and research about that thing. It taught me when I reach the age to vote, I'll make sure I vote a candidate who is capable and potentially gentle to serve government as well as people. In my point of view towards election, many of us are bombarded by different views and sentiments. We heard issues, fake news, different sources of articles that some are true and some are not towards every candidate who is running. I actually hate why people need to mess up over things that they are not obliged to it once and for all. On the other hand, I hate why some people are arguing towards their candidate they wish to vote when we can just wrap our mind to think about critically without harming anyone and just vote. So much for that. I would say that the nation, specifically Philippines, need a leader who will bring up the people and country to its finest. That's why we should practice exercise our right to vote before the day of election. We all wanted to have a better government that all citizens living in this country can benefit. This is not something that we should not be solemn at all. Instead, this is the time to make a change. Each one of us is ought on which side to vote, and I hope that this oath leads us to peace, unity, and calm. I could say as a voter, I should be wise whom to choose. Although election does not happen every year, still we should be very picky and vote wisely for the betterment of everyone. Moreover, biases and stereotypes are in of these events. I see how biased the politics is, especially those running candidates who uses their power in a wrong way, and there's not doubtful people, they just take it without hassle and just think it is beneficial. And it is such a disappointment why this has to be unfair. May we break this dilemma so that there is no guilt and disguise happen. Just honesty and peace. If only I have power to tell everyone the wrongs that they've done, I would. So what I did to be a wise voter? Basically, I search and read reliable sources, listen to their platform, comprehend and also knowing their background by reading and watching their goals as they express themselves publicly. Because I'm thinking this can also be a way to choose the right one for me, that I see to serve people and handle the government. Overall, to vote is a very crucial thing to do in every election to happen. That's why we should be wise. To efficiently vote for a candidate to lead us, may we read and research the perception towards politics, also comprehend their platforms and facts behind them. As a first-time voter this year, I am actually excited for the incoming election. It is not about that I reach the age to vote, but may the leader that I pick to vote will bring goodness and trustworthy to our country. And I hope that you two people are also going to vote who will choose the leader and will give a better government in our nation. I am saying this because I care for everything and may we people are wise to care for everything too. I hope I bring up a good message to everyone